You two can...
I've never even forged a button. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished... Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their... All right, I'll...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Needed to a silk...
A question.
You're... Give me...
So,
Oh, where did all the men go?
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Gil from me.
Did the constables test you properly before
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
What's... Has to be a knife.
Thank you. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Silver platters! Made from the stoutest stoneware!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
It would make a
My
fine
carpets
day.
have pride of place.
So, you look... all too...
So,
No, I... Trouble me...
Is that...
I bet...
Good girl.
Yeah!
Any luck?
Well, if that, but
Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
if it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive,
I'm Stone. Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terrace. Right. So, do you crush it up?
The most fragrant herbs and
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Where did all the men go?
plates and pots! Oh!
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Go with Gilbert.
Better already. One rock looks a lot like... Another. But hopefully... This is what Seven needs.
silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Light, meat, and dark.
It would make a
My
fine...
carpets have bride and...
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen.
I wasn't sure how much, but I hope...
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant boat now. A knife. I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so.
What? And the lime...
No.
I don't know who... Next...
Well,
the butcher? Dalimil?
yes, Forge.
This night stuff. If it for the...
There goes a master. So fast, me. You've come.
Blade yet.
Come. Let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over. Those who kill for sport deserve better.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
The conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, guess that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took, as did his orcs. The Waludas must have... Why work to rescue? It makes no sense.
Do you want one? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
fine. Not that weather, but
Thanks to Sid.
Well,
it's
good.
No. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Clive. A Sancfordian, dear. Not bad, if I do say so myself. And
Is it business or play? You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Then? Go on then. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Thanks to Sid.
Thank you, Clive. The nobleman who visited.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No.
No, what she's...
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
That bastard Shadow loomed over us all for fun.
Blackthorn.
She...
Kriegers.
Well, I like it. So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical.
So it's this plate that which is down. That's what.
Right. Otto, you're with me.
All right, then.
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Black Sand.
You...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Seems Black's is...
But...
Well...
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on. You know.
More than me. It... Sid would be proud of the way the foxes and
You would, and if I...
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose. You just like the others. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in them.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Just... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the mithril. Now, in this.
You can submit. Where would I?
It's.
I see. But that.
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the Taylor Walker.
Ready those 3 barrels round the front. Let's go on the caravan.
Ready, girl? Time to fight.
Oh, there you are, Cid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try. There's a good boy. Nice try. Get him! Too slow. This one. The things I do for you, Mid.
Cid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son. All yours. All done?
How are you doing? Quick look. Think you can help?
Might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
What the hell?
Well,
Can you...
Right away. Just tell me what you...
No.
I'll go and find them.
Thanks to Sid.
Our pocket will act. She has something.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records. But I see. So if the thank you.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, who will
Very well. So then, I would have thought. I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
This one. Get him.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
God, what's that? I'll see what I can do. That or Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
Thanks. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Right, she was the only, but now what?
Perhaps.
You know, I...
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices from...
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from it.
Ah,
go.
There, it give.
Of course.
X, you might pull.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding. And some pairing.
No, I'm done.
Or yeah,
No, it was right.
seems. But Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
This one. This one. Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not... It's the crystals.
Clark, damn, and I'm who, and what? And I, and so I mean, so I got the word, and I, of course, see how we what quit.
My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not going to change his mind. Let's go.
Yeah!
Thanks, Gal. Cole.
Just all right. Well, only some.
I want you, and I won't think. Don't. They're trying to get into the carriage. Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. What you can take. Now, where's Jill?
Sid, if no, what
It's with no we
I said,
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only
Oh,
you'll do fine.
The Brad one, and it
and yet
can thank.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
them pilgers nice
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in
Fresh cuts!
Come and get them before they're gone. Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
There's two. What do you want?
And?
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
Nose would prick up at the scent of sausages. He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Welcome back.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, Thank you. It was nice, just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. When followed, perhaps...
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I think Mid might need some help.
You found right to.
You know, when I got into the smithing game,
Display.
wait. Let's Mid, you.
I'm up.
Oh.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
What's the matter?
Not thinking about the Enterprise sailing off, so that's what she was meant to be. But now I don't. You know. All right. So you.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, no, Clark, will you...
Is that the thing Tony?
Hugo Cook is dead.
Isn't he? We don't have to live in fear of him anymore.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too...
Got hurt.
What time? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Just like when we built... Anyway,
just...
Oh, she's...
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader. Assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Ready, go? Run like the wind. This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think? Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble.
I take it that...
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to.
Well met, friend. My brother...
we each up.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway...
You've clearly got a fine head on them.
Now, Rick...
You...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
All yours, Torgal.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least.
Path continues on the other side.
Over here! This one! Attack! Get him!
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greager, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.